your ornament should have your name across the bottom. If you want to say Happy Holidays, Christmas 2016, anything that is appropriate and that kind of fits the season is completely fine. But now we also have the space on the sides. I have some space next to my name, so I want to put some more shapes on here. And so most of what I'm going to use is going to come from, I'm going to go ahead and close shape generators. So again, just click the triangle to close it. Symbols, if I scroll down just a little ways, does have a star, and so I want to put some stars on here too. And I'm going to go ahead and just click and drag it out of here. And the problem is our ornament's not very large and the stars are pretty big, so same thing again. We want to bring these in just so they are not quite as big. And if I zoom in, you can see my star is very large in comparison to my name tag. So I'm going to go ahead and hold down Shift and click one of these corner boxes and shrink my star down to the size that I want it to be. And again, just to make it easy on you, if you zoom in, you can click that star, and right now mine's 1.6 millimeters tall. If I click and hold down and kind of stretch it to the right, it'll automatically jump to 2. And then I can go ahead and use my arrow keys to kind of nudge it around. And the fast way, if you want one on each side, is to leave the star selected. And again, if you unselected it, just click away in the work plane where there's nothing, click the star, and then go up to the top and choose Edit Duplicate. And again, that's putting one right underneath it, and I can use that arrow key, and I'm just going to hold down, and it will slide over to the left of my name now too. And if I want to put a few up at the top, again, I'm Shift and 2-finger clicking to do moving my view around. I can do Edit Duplicate again, and then I can nudge it. And sometimes if it doesn't work, just go click the shape, Edit, Duplicate, and you can nudge it around. The nice part is it's pretty fast too. So I'm going to go ahead and line mine up on this side, and again, Edit, Duplicate. And if it doesn't work, Edit, Duplicate, just go ahead and click it again and try one more time. I think the reason it's not working is I am not clicking the shape and then hitting Edit, Duplicate. Maybe not. Might just be glitchy. So Edit, Duplicate, and you can keep sliding them around to wherever you want. So the nice part is it keeps them on the same level. We'll click away, click back on it, Edit, Duplicate. And there are some more of my shapes right here. So that looks pretty good. Something else that I probably want to add is I know in the shape generators there's a tree in the community section. It might take you a while to find it, which is fine, but you just have to kind of go through page by page. And it looks like currently, as of October 2016, the spruce tree is on page 3 in the community. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the spruce tree, and I'll bring it out here. And if you can't see it, again, you can zoom out, and there it is. For now, I'm going to go ahead and stick it on the left, and then I'm going to go ahead and shrink this down as well. So again, clicking Shift in the corner, and looks like 7 by 7 is probably a pretty good size for me right now. And then I'm going to go ahead and just rotate. Again, 2-finger click to rotate, and I'm going to make sure it is 2 millimeters tall as well. So I can use my arrow keys. Just easier sometimes to do it that way, even if it takes a few more seconds. And then I can nudge this up to the top as well. The one thing I probably wouldn't do at this point is I wouldn't use centering anymore, just because it has a tendency to try to center everything. So you can usually get a pretty good idea by clicking on it, and it looks like it needs to come up to the right a little bit. And if you do want to try centering, again, just draw a box that covers just the ornament and the tree, and do Adjust, Align, and see what happens here. If it messes everything up, which it didn't, so that's good. If it does mess everything up, there's always the undo button at the top too. So, and there is pretty much my entire Christmas ornament. And I can see I have everything kind of lined up and centered here. If there's anything that just doesn't look right, now's the time to take care of it. My stars look like they might be a little off, so I can nudge. If you feel like you can't get them as precise as you want them to be, you can do your snap grid down here at the bottom right corner, You can change that to something like 0.5 and then click your shapes, and it will give you a little bit more control over where they go. That looks pretty good right there. So at this point, that is my Christmas ornament, and that's the end of my project. There'll be one final step, which we will talk about here in a little bit in class.